Okay, hello. So, good evening, everyone. Basically, I just want to know one thing, but first of all, should we continue in English, Hindi, or Marathi? Like, in which language you're suitable with? Just ping me. Okay, in English. Okay, English or Hindi. Okay, okay, fine. So basically, English is like comfortable for you, everyone, right? Okay. Is my screen visible to everyone? Okay, good. Basically, today we are joined here to know more about web development. Okay, like how many of you have a basic knowledge of web development here? Like, what is actually a web? What is web development? What HTML is? What CSS is? That how to create web pages and structures? How many of you have a basic knowledge about web development here? Doing website, okay, okay, okay. So basically, web development with help of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, good. So basically, web development right now is a essential skill. We can say that web development has two main body known as front end and back end. Exactly, exactly. Very good. So basically, in web development, we have front end and back end. Both skills are required skills, right? Why? Because if we need a website, we need a very beautiful front end with it. Like if we check any website, like we have Facebook, Google, Twitter, or even the Instagram, these all websites have really good UIs and the front end, right? But to make that front end working, we need a back end, right? So basically today we are going to learn all these basic knowledge about web development, that how to create a front end with HTML, CSS, how to give some basic actions and click listeners with JavaScript, and how to manage a little bit of backend with PHP and MySQL as a database. Okay, so first of all, our main motive is to create a front end, right? So to create a front end, we need HTML and CSS. But is that really the enough thing that only an HTML and CSS can create a front end? Actually, yes. With just the HTML language, we can create a structure. With CSS, we can give stylings and the colors and the sizings of everything, right? But before that, we need to plan plan a design of our website. So, how to plan a design? Do we have some tools to plan some design like that, especially for our web development designs or mobile development designs or anything? So for that, we use some designing tools called as Figma or Adobe XD, or also can say a Sketch for MacBook users. Okay. So basically, first of all, we'll get to know that what is HTML. Okay. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. Basically, HTML is not a programming language. First of all, just clear that HTML is not a programming language. It is a markup language which is used for creating web pages, or we can say creating web structures. Okay, like with HTML, we can only create web structures, right? And to beautify that, we use CSS. Okay, so basically, HTML is just a document, simple document, like a document you create in your MS Word, right? It's a simple document. Website is created when we add a CSS and JavaScript with it. That creates a front end. So what are the basic applications of HTML? Okay, so basically HTML is only used for web development. HTML is heavily used for creating pages are displayed on the World Wide Web. Now, what is World Wide Web? Like everyone knows, we have www dot whatever domain is, www.google.com, www.facebook.com. So what is it? It is World Wide Web. Like whenever this domain is been presented, it is presented worldwide on our web. Okay, so creating web documents, it is the basic application of HTML. Then this is the basic structure of HTML, like how a HTML code looks like. Like it's a basic idea. First we get the doc type HTML, then HTML tag, then a header tag, then a meta tag, then title, then head body tag, then a div tag, and whatever we want to add inside it. But this is a basic boilerplate. We can say it is a boilerplate or a basic sample code. Okay, but we'll get into this right now. What we'll do is we'll just create a HTML project right now. Okay, we'll just open a folder. Okay, we are going to use our editor as VS Code. Okay, VS Code is the best code editor for web development. I prefer. You can even use Sublime Text or Atom. Okay, so before creating any HTML file, we need to know that what is the extension of that file. For creating any file, like we are even creating a doc file or even creating a Python file or even creating a JavaScript file, we just need to know what is the extension of that file. Okay, so basically for creating a HTML file, we just need to use the extension .html. Okay, so here our HTML file has been created. Let's create a basic hello world program, which is the most created programs in every languages, like even markup language, programming language, or any scripting language. Okay, so let's create a basic hello world program with our HTML file, or we can say let's create a basic document with our HTML file. Okay, so I would just like to first create a boilerplate, that is HTML. This is the main root element of our HTML file. Okay, then head. Okay, so now what is head? Okay, basically if we see any website, like if I go here, a presentation, this is running on a website. Okay, here we get a tab which is presenting the title of this website. As we can see, it is saying presentation.pptx hyphen Microsoft PowerPoint online. This is the title of that website. So basically this title, where it is mentioned, it is mentioned inside our head tag. Okay, so here we will mention a title. Now I just want to give a title basic, like we are creating a hello world project, so why not give a hello world title. Okay, we have created a title. First HTML tag, it has been closed here, then head tag, then the title tag, then here comes our title. Okay, then now below head tag we'll create a body tag. Okay, now what is body tag? Basically whatever you see inside your website, images, the buttons, the links, and the everything, it is inside a body. Okay, that's the web page body which has been displayed. Okay, so this is a body tag which displays every content that we need. So I will just create one heading here, name it as hello world. Okay, saved it, just Control S and saved. Now what we will do, just minimize this. We have our index file. Right click, open with Chrome. See, we have succeeded creating our first HTML document named Hello World. As you can see, we are having a title Hello World. Okay. So now just get into some more deeper with this HTML. Like this is a very basic thing, like getting a title, giving a header tag, and giving head. That's basic, really basic thing. Okay. So now, as we have used H1 here, which gives a heading, which is like this big heading. But I don't want this big heading. I just want a simple heading. So I can do is I can use another H tag named as H2. That is heading 2. Here even I can give is hello world. Just refresh this. See, we got a smaller version of that H1 tag in the H2. That is hello world here. Got it? So basically, how many tags do we have like this? How many tags for the heading? We have total 6 tags for heading. How many? 6 tags. H3 tag. Then we have H4 tag. Then we have H5. And then H6. The bigger the number, the smaller the size. Let's see. Refresh. As you can see here, we have 6 types of heading. The smaller the number, the bigger the size. Okay. So these are the basic headings of our HTML. Okay. But now, just a heading does not create any website for me. I need buttons, I need paragraphs, I need links, I need images. How can I add those? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just add a paragraph here. Okay. Let's try one thing, adding a paragraph. Okay. So for paragraph, we are using P tag. Tag, P tag, just a P. P for parrot. Okay. P tag, and in this we can write any paragraph. Okay, I just add a dummy content here, lorem content. Okay, we are having this dummy content here. Okay. Save it. Now just see the magic. We have a paragraph here. Right? A heading, a paragraph, but a paragraph with capturing the whole width of our website. Right? We will handle those things with the CSS after some time, but just let's check out more tags so that we could get better with our HTML. Right? Let's go forward. This is a basic paragraph tag. We can add any paragraph with this basic paragraphs. Okay. So this was a paragraph tag. Now I want to get a button here. So just ask for a button. Okay. We just created a tag named button. Inside that, I just need to give the value. That is, for example, submit. Save. See, I got a button called submit. Is it working? Yeah, it is. It is clickable, right? So this is a basic thing about button. But don't you think this is going very slow, like getting a single tag and knowing about each and every tag? It's getting very slow, right? So what do you think? Should we get with the project directly? Learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with a small project. I think that would be a better idea. What do you think, guys? Just ping me here. What do you think? Going step by step or understanding HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP with project? Just fire it all right now. Okay, so we will go with the project right now. Like, it is important to create a project, right? Just getting some basic knowledge about the buttons, the P tag, the H tag is not enough. We need to create a project, right? So what we'll do is we'll create a login and sign up page today. Okay, we'll create a login and sign up page which will prompt after login and also after sign up with your name with which you have logged in or signed up. Okay, so let's just clear this all and get into the real code right now. Okay, then I would just create a boilerplate. Okay, now for creating a boilerplate in VS Code, just use exclamation and enter. You will get a basic boilerplate of HTML. Okay, here mention your title, whatever title you need. I would say, for example, log in, save it. Now for login, what do we need? We need some inputs, right? We need to take some inputs from our user. We need a form in which user can input his or her name, email, or password, anything, right? So what we will do is we'll just create a form here, but before that we'll add a section. I need a section, and inside that section I need a form. Okay, so that it could be easy to understand for me, like I need to create a form inside a section so that my section should not get mixed with another section if I create a, for example, header section or a footer section with that login form. Okay, so I would just create a section so that it could be separated from everything else. Okay, created a section. Okay, so now I will get a form here. Okay, we have form. What I will do is I will just deactivate this. I don't want right now. Okay, so we just create a form tag here. Now created a form tag, it doesn't mean that it has created a form for login or for sign up, right? Now if we just check out our web page here, it would give a blank page, nothing displaying, right? Because we need to create something. We need to create. So what we will do is we will create a heading tag for login, h1 login. Then we'll have input tag where we will get username, or we can say email. Okay, we will get an email from that. So we will just use input type equals to email. That I need an input and its type should be email. Okay, means the user should only enter his or her email, not just a simple text. Okay, so type email. Value means I just need to give it a value. Value should be email. Then the basic attribute name, that this field's name is email, and it is required that you need to fill this. Okay, now for this we would just create a label. Like, you might know every form has a label and an input tag, so we will create a label for our email. Okay, as we have given name here email, we can use it label for email, so that label also knows that I am only for email input tag. So I will just say email, save it. Now we'll just check out our web page. Oh my god, we are getting something here. we have got an input, right? Okay. So I will just remove the value because it's giving the predefined value. I don't need that. Okay, now it's good. Okay, we now have email and input tag. Okay, we'll just duplicate this. Okay, for our password. So we'll just do password, password, and password. Easy enough. We just replaced our email with password. Here too. Now what will happen is this input field will get the input in hidden format. Like as we see, the passwords are hidden. Whenever we type our passwords, those are hidden, right? So I would just save this. Okay, I just got a password field here. But now I put a password. The field is hidden. So just okay. Now I would get a button because I need to submit the form. I will get input. Now this is something different. Why are we getting input for the button? So what we'll do is we'll get an input and use type as button. It will also create a button for me as similar to the button tag. Okay, but we use this for forms and all so that we can go with the post methods and other methods we use for saving the data in database or fetching the data from database. Okay, so we have created the input button value login. Just refresh. See, now I'm getting a button here. Okay, now this is looking very messy right now, isn't it? Let's just create it a little bit proper. I will just give a break tag, that is BR tag. I'm just giving a break. Let's have a break. Okay, break everywhere and done. Now let's see. Okay, now it's looking a little fine. Okay, we'll give some more break tags here. Okay, some more. Not here. Okay, now it's looking a little bit good, right? So we have email, we have password, and a basic login heading with a button, right? But this is just a structure. What is it? It's just a structure. We need to create it more attractive and actionable. Like we need to do some actions with it, right? So what we will do is we will add some CSS to it. Okay, basic CSS. For that, I would just first save this all. It has been saved. Let's check our web. Okay, it's here login and all. Okay, good. What we'll do is we'll just give a basic CSS to it. For CSS, we will use inline CSS. So basically in CSS, we have three types of CSS. Okay, like three modes of defining CSS, not types of CSS. We can say three modes of defining CSS. First is inline CSS. Means like with this, I can directly give style equals to, like for example, color. Okay, and save it. Now see, refresh here. I just change the color which is not visible. I will just change it to something which could be visible for us, like red. Okay, now refresh. See, this is inline CSS. Okay, now what about internal CSS? We have another internal CSS. Now what exactly internal CSS means? So basically, internal CSS means we just define a style tag inside our head tag and then write the CSS whichever we need. Okay, so for example, I need to give some style to this h1 tag. So what will I do is I will give h1 curly braces and give color. Okay, color red. Now we'll just check out. Okay, it is red again. I will do, for example, blue. Blue. Now, third, we have our external CSS. So now what is external CSS? We just create a style or any CSS file here. You can name anything. It's upon you. Okay. And now here I give h1 color equals to red. And I just delete this and give link. Style sheet. Style.css. Close this. Now just refresh. Okay. Link st. Okay. Style.css. We have h1. Okay. Okay. Now we are having our CSS with our HTML file. So what just we did is we just linked our CSS file with our HTML file. Now we can just write our CSS here and make changes on this web page. Okay. Now let's just make some changes in CSS. Basic changes like some padding, some margins. Okay. So just remove this. We have h1, right? Then we have label input. We have two inputs and two labels and one button input, right? So what we'll do is first of all we'll just give some CSS to our form. Okay, like a basic border 3 pixel. It's much enough. Then it should be a solid border, solid, and a color like, for example, black. Okay, so this is a hex code for black, or even we can give for as, okay, refresh. See, we have a border to our form tag. Okay, but I think black would be better. Okay, that's better. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll just give some CSS to our input fields. Okay, so now we have two types of input fields. Okay, actually three types of input fields. This button, one is for email and another is for password. So what we'll do is input type equals to email, comma, input type equals to password. Okay. Now what will happen here is whichever input tag contains the type email and password will get this CSS. Okay. So I would just give it a width of 100% or else some 50%. Then padding. Okay. So padding I would give from top bottom 12 pixels and from your 20 pixels. Now just let's check out. Okay. Now as you can see, we have a basic changes in our input field, right? Now let's give some margin to it. Okay. So I would give margin 8 pixels from top and bottom, 0 pixels from. Okay. We got top and bottom margins. As you can see, if I just comment this, it's looking like this. But if I just give some margin to top and bottom and refresh this, we get some top and bottom margins. Okay. Now what we'll do is we will just display it in an inline block. Okay. So for that, I need to just give display inline block. So just now what we'll do is we will even give a border to our input fields. Like this border is literally very thin, right? I need something thick. Okay. So for that, I would just give border 2 pixels might be better, solid, and this is gray color. We'll just refresh. Okay, 2 pixels, I think it's small even. 3 pixels. Oh no, 2 is fine. Okay, this is fine, right? We'll just give some box sizing and refresh. It won't make some changes, visible changes. Okay. Now we are done with our input fields. We will go to our button. Okay. But for button, we will just type input type equals to button. Okay. Now we'll give a background to it. Background color. We'll just check out for a basic green color. Okay. We have done with the background. Now we will just give a text color to it. Color. I would give white. Okay. See, we have a text color white. Then just add padding and margin to it also. Padding I would give 14 from top bottom and 20 from left right. Refresh. Okay. Now we'll just give margin. Same 8 and 0. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll give right now we are having a border with this button, which is like really weird, right? I don't need this border to this, so I would just give border none. I don't need any border. Okay, we'll just tell that I don't need any border. So right now we are having our login button, email, password field. But right now when you see, when we come to this login, our cursor doesn't change. Like if we go here like this, even not this website has that feature, might be. but we will get it one. Okay, what we'll do is when our cursor goes to this button, our cursor should change to a pointer. Okay, so basic cursor pointer. Now just refresh. See, when we go to this button, our cursor changes to a pointer. Isn't it? Now again, we should give this width of 80%, same as our input fields. Okay. Now it's looking a little bit shabby thing, like it's not arranged properly, right? Don't worry, we will arrange it. Now what we will do is, whenever we hover this button, it should get a little lighter, right? So for that, what we will do is, we'll just first of all add a class to it. Like every time writing this, it gets a literally hectic thing. We'll just add a simple class to it to help for adding CSS easier. We'll just class equals to, I would say it as button, or else login button. Okay, I would go here and say it as dot that says class login button. Okay, we'll just check out. See, no changes, it's as it is, the CSS. Okay, now I need to add some hover to it. Like whenever we hover on that, it should get a little bit lighter. So for that, we will say dot login button colon hover. Okay, basic property that I need to give a hover to that button. Okay, then I would just say opacity 0.8, for example, or else 1. Okay, refresh. See, now whenever I hover, okay, 1 is might be 0.8 is fine.
પપ્પા આજા ગલે લગ જા પપ્પા પપ્પા જે પ્રેમ કરો પપ્પા ને પ્યાર કરો તારા અંદર લઈ જાઓ તારી
Excuse me.
તારી હીરોઈન કોણ છે એટલે કે તારા મિત્ર જે તારા સાથે કામ કરતા હતા
Hello.
મિત્રને મળ મિત્રને ફોન માર છે તારા કોઈ બે થી ત્રણ મિત્રને હાલચાલ પૂછી શકે અરે ફોન હમણાં હમણાં તો મેં ગયો તો કેવા પૈસા આપી દેવા છે મને યાર એ યાર હવે હું જવા દે ખાવાનું ઉપર રહી ગયું ખાઓ 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 ये मम्मी के लिए उसका ऊपर तो रोजा बाबा रोजा है चालू हो जाए ना रेगुलर बंद
Okay, guys, sorry for the inconvenience between this interruption. Okay, fine. No worries. So we have a question here. That's so why do you use meta tag? Okay. Basically, this meta tag here, okay, character set UTF-8, or else meta tag HTTP. Then we have name, viewpoint, width, whatever this meta tags. So basically, these meta tags are used for SEO, that is search engine optimization, like adding keywords, right? these things are not really important right now for you. You just can ignore these things. You just don't need any of these things right now. Okay. Just save these, and we are up to our project till here. Okay. So let's just continue. We have given an opacity, right? Whenever I hover here, it gets lighter, right? So now what we will do is we'll go ahead. We'll just give a basic padding to our form because it's really see right now. Just give a padding of I think 20 pixels would be better. Okay. Okay, 20 pixels. And I'll just do one thing. Rather than 80%, let's do it 100. And even here, 100. Save it. Okay. Let's give it height is near about, let's give it something about 300 pixels. And width, for example, 500 pixels. Check out. Okay, now it's fine, like looking like a login form. Okay, let's give a padding, a little bit more padding here, like I would like to give it 50. Not 50, 30 is fine. Okay, this is better. Okay, so login, email and password, and a login button. Right, we have a basic email, password and a login button with us right now. Is it visible right here? Have you understood like how did we created a basic login form with basic HTML and basic CSS? Fire in chat, like do you understand this? We can move ahead. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Cool. Okay then. So now what we need to do is we need to just get with some basic JavaScript for that. Like whenever I click on this button, it should give a prompt. Okay, which says something like button has been clicked. Okay, so for that what we will do is I'll just go here. Okay, and add a JavaScript for the button. Okay, so for here we have button class. Okay, class is our login button. So what we will do is I will just here create, first of all give here on click equals to, for example, clicked function. I am giving a clicked function. Now what will I do is I will just go here, create a script. Okay, so we use script tag. Okay, we use a script tag so that we can use JavaScript inside our HTML file. Okay, now what we will do is we will try to do a basic thing first. We'll give a paragraph here. Your text will display here. Okay, text will display here. We have it. Save. Okay. Now what we will do is we will write a script, okay, for our button. First we'll create a function. Okay, so for creating a function in a JavaScript, we just need to write as func function. Then my function name, that is clicked. Okay. Now just the curly braces as it is. Now I need to know that which button should be clicked, or else which button has been clicked. I need to know, right? So for that I need to give some ID here. Like everyone has an ID card in the colleges, which we can just recognize that person. Like, okay, this ID card is of some Avinash, or this ID card is of some Shreya, and something like that, right? So I need to give some ID to this button. So what will I do is ID equals to login button, same as our class. Okay. And in this, I would just use document dot get element by ID. Okay, I just got the element by ID. Okay, but right now what we want to do is we want to change this text. Okay, after clicking on this button, so we need the ID of this paragraph tag, not this button tag. So I would just remove this. I don't need you. Okay, I just removed it. Okay, I would just give paragraph. Okay, like ID equals to display. I would give it get ID named as display. Okay, and just let's say I want to give some text over there. Okay, I just need to give some text over there. So what will I do is first of all I would get dot inner HTML. Okay, and say here okay, so we had taken an inner HTML. Okay, let's try this. It's not working. So why isn't it working? Still not working. Means we have done something messy here, right? Let's try to change the color. It's not changing the text. Let's try to change some color. So we'll just give style dot color red. Okay, I need a red color to that paragraph tag. Now let's check it out. Still not working. On click, clicked. We have clicked. We have display. We have style. Okay, just do one thing. Remove these brackets, and now, okay. As you can see, the black text has been now changed to the red. Again, red, again, red, and red. Okay, so basically this is basic JavaScript on click function. Like whenever we click on it, it makes some changes that we need. Okay, let's do something big with this. Like we need a prompt here, right? I need a prompt. So what will I do is just go here, remove this. I don't need you. Okay, I just removed it. Now I would say here, for example, let, I need a variable, let text, Okay, I just created a variable. Now let person is equals to prompt. Please enter your name. Okay, I am taking a name, and here I give us that. For example, code clause. Okay, now let's just run a if else statement. If person equals to null, like if a user does not give any value, or person equals to something like blank. Okay, so what I need to do is just give some text equals to user cancel the prompt. Save it, the semicolon. Okay, else if user enters something, then we will give text equals to first hello, then person's name. Okay, then we will add how howdy. Okay. Now what we'll do is just go to document dot get element by id, and we have display id here. Display dot inner html equals to text. So now what text here is? This is our text. Okay, so let's save this, refresh. I will just click on login. Okay, see, it has given me a prompt. Check to code clause. Okay, hello code clause, howdy. We got it, right? Let's give some spaces here. Again, refresh. Code clause, howdy. Okay, so this is a basic JavaScript functioning. Like how can we give some function to our button? Okay, now for example, I just refresh again and leave it as blank. User cancel the prompt. Basically, it is working very well, isn't it? Is it working very well? So now let's do one thing. Let's add the inputs of these in this text. Okay. So what we'll do is just remove this prompt from here. I don't need any prompt. Okay. I will just say let email is equals to document dot get element by id. So first of all, I need to give some id here for the input id. Okay, and in this I will give email, and for this I would give id as pass. Save and give it as email. Then let pass is equals to document dot get id by element pass. Okay. Here we will just pass our email and password. Let text. We'll just save it as it is. Now text is equals to, I want to say as email is email. Okay. And password is pass. Saved it. Okay. So now we don't need this person and all for this. Okay. So we just say here email we just give double here and email or password equals to null, or just copy this. Okay, close this here and give it as blank. Save, and here we will give as please enter your email and password. This would be same as it is. Refresh, and login. It's not giving anything right now. Let's just refresh. Okay, we have email, we have the password. Okay, we have error here. Okay, we have email, we have password. Refresh again. Login. Okay, so it is giving email object HTML input element, then password object HTML input element. Okay, so basically what is it giving to us? It's giving element, that which element are we using, right? But we need something like we need the text inside it, because we need to show that what can we do for that. Basically we just need to give some values to it. Basic. So what can we do is just go here. Sorry, just save this first. We have getting I'm really sorry, I'm just having some cough cold. Okay, okay now. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just get here, we need the text out of it, like what the person has entered inside it, right? So for that we'll just say that dot value, like what value that the person has entered in that. Okay, similarly dot value Now just go here, refresh. Login. See, got it? Email that we entered at the password 12345. Isn't it easy, guys? Isn't it easy? Okay, so we are having some question here. PHP is the simple and best language for backend. Exactly. As you said, PHP is really an easy language for backend. Like also we have some languages like Node, .NET and everything else, but PHP is like lit. It's really different and easier language for that. Okay. So here we have a question. Okay, sir. Me diploma CSE complete. One question: which programming language is best for? Okay, so basically you have answered that question. Okay, good. Uh, yeah, but the advanced level. Okay, ASP. Okay, fine. No worries. We'll just move ahead. Okay. Now we have a basic login form here. We can take the inputs directly from our JavaScript here, right? Now what we'll do is, rather than giving it here, we'll just give it a prompt. Okay, I need a prompt there. I just don't need to display it in like this inside a text. I need to display it inside a prompt. So what will I do is prompt. Okay, here I will give email, save. Just let's check out login. Okay, I am getting a p at the rate. I am getting a prompt here. Okay, so let's just clear it. So basically we are done with prompts. Basically how can we just get the values of the input tags. Okay, we are done with this. Now what we need to do is we need to send this data to our database. We need to send this to a database, right? Or else we can even do it like, rather than giving like this here, can say save login. Text equals to you have been logged in here. Okay, we just remove this. Document dot get id by element. I need display dot inner html equals to text. Okay, again welcome, you have been logged in. How we create a website link? Okay, so what we'll do is now we'll just add a link here below our, okay, paragraph tag. We will add a link. A, that means anchor tag. Href, example, I need to just link my another page, that is register.html. Okay, I will just give a boilerplate with a heading Now I'll just give register.html here and say it as don't create a new account. Okay, so we have create a new account. Click on here. See, we have created a link between this page and this page. Even we can use another basic links like https refresh. We are on Google now. Okay, we just linked with our Google page. So now, okay, so just remove these things right now. We don't need it. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll just get into the database. So for database, what I do is I just use SQL server, basic local server. Okay, this is SQL manager. You can even use XAMPP for that. XAMPP is the best local server creator which will give you. Okay, so I'll just create XAMPP, open it. Okay, so this is the interface of the XAMPP. I'll just start my SQL server here. I need SQL right now. Okay, if you don't have installed PHP, then XAMPP automatically installs PHP for you. Then you need to even start the Apache server. Okay, you need to move your all files, whatever files you have here, okay, like this whole folder, to the C, then XAMPP, then you have htdocs. Inside this htdocs you need to paste it. Okay, and when you need to access that, okay, right now we just have a basic HTML file, but I am talking about a PHP file. Okay, because PHP needs a server, basic local server, which should be able to run the PHP files. Okay, so I have just run my MySQL server right now. Okay, what will I do is I will just convert this file to a PHP file, HTML converted to PHP, done. Boom. Now it's a PHP file. No changes, nothing. Okay. We haven't used any PHP syntax here. Okay. So whenever we don't use any PHP syntax, this file is known as hack file. Okay. So my MySQL server is running. I will just go here. Localhost. Okay. We'll just open our localhost. Okay, I need to just start my Apache server also, I think. For XAMPP, we need to start both servers, like Apache server and even the MySQL server. If you use something like Oracle or like Heed SQL, you can directly start with that. But today we will go with some basic steps like using XAMPP and all. This would be a little bit tough thing. So just close this. No, I don't want to save it. Okay, my server is running. Okay, so this is the XAMPP dashboard. I would go to PHP my admin. XAMPP or WAMP is best. See, basically, I prefer XAMPP. WAMP is also the same. Nothing is different. Basically, many Linux users use WAMP. Okay, and Windows users use XAMPP. Basically, it's totally same. Nothing different. Okay, so here right now I will create a database. I need a database called login. Okay, create it. I got my database. Okay, okay. So I have a login database here. Now basic, I want to create a basic table here, which would save my login and my password. Okay. So for that, create table auth. Okay, I am creating a table named auth. We can even come here for basic. We can directly come here, give name auth. I just need two columns and go. Okay, I need email, which should be varchar, and password should be varchar. Email length can be anything, so I just define 255 for both. Okay, default would be none. And if you want to check the query for this, like what query exactly it runs in the backend, you can see here. Create table login auth. Okay, so now what is login here? Login is the database name in which we need to create a table. Auth is our table name, and then the fields which we need: email, okay, varchar 255, okay, then not null, then password the same. Close. I'll just save this. See, we got our table ready here. Okay, so our table is ready, isn't it? So now what we do is we just need to connect it to our PHP file. Okay, so I will just go here. What I will do is I will create another file here, db connect dot php, like a dedicated MySQL or a connection file with the database. Okay, so I will just create. Okay, so now for connecting our database, we need four variables or four inputs, that is the server name, the username, and the database name. Okay, so I will create four variables here. First is the server name is equals to localhost, right? Then the username. So basically, the username for XAMPP is root. Okay, then the password is none. XAMPP don't have any password for the database. Okay, then the database name. Our database name is login. Okay, now let's create a connection variable in which we will just use mysqli connect. I want to connect to my SQL, which needs parameter. Those are server name, then the username, then the password, and at last the database name, that is db. Okay, now to check whether our connection is successful or not, we will just have a if else condition here. We'll just pass if not connected. If this connection variable throws some error, then we will say sorry, we failed to connect. and else echo. Echo means the basic print statement we can say here. Echo connection successful. Save. Let's just now get to our index.php file. Okay, now what we will do is we will just import that database file here. Okay, so for that what we need to do is just basically need to do is our database connection, okay, which needs a basic connection file. Says include our file name, that is dbconnect.php. Save. Okay, now let's check the connection is successful or not. Come here, refresh. Okay, so it says okay, right, we need to do it php, so we can't just run it like this. We need to start the server. For that, just start the server. Okay, so we are getting some error that access denied for user root, line number 8. Okay, it says the access has been denied. So what can we do for that? I have line number 8. Where is our line number 8? Line number 8. So this has been giving our error. Okay. So what we will do is we will just check out here port number, that what is our MySQL's port number. So here we have 3307. Just go in my code, will also mention the port number 3307, and here also I will just go to my, see, now when I refreshed, I am getting connection successful. Isn't it? I am getting connection successful. Okay, so now I am connected with my database. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll just save our data in our database. So for that we need to just get some basic user email. So email is equals to post. Okay, so post, we need to check out what we have mentioned here. Name is email, so here we need to go here and say email. Then we have pass is equals to post, we have it as password. Okay, semicolon, save it. Okay, now what we will do is go for SQL is equals to select star from. Okay, so first of all we need some data in our login so that we can log in into our database, but right now we don't have any data, right? So first of all we need to input some data inside that. So first we'll create, but we will just duplicate this button. Okay, I will just remove this right now. We don't need this JavaScript right now. Okay, I'll just comment this out, save, and here we need register button. We will just do the both things in one button, sorry, in one form. Okay, so here it's giving some undefined email, undefined. Okay, so we have register here, index.php. Okay, in CSS just do comma dot, sorry, slash, here we need dot. Okay, dot reg button, fresh, we are having it. Okay, we'll just give one thing here, form, right, we'll give auto, like it should automatically set itself. Now we will just do like here it's saying undefined email, undefined t. Okay, we just did something wrong here, that is it should be post. Okay, now what will I do is I will give method is equals to post. Okay, and action is equals to index.php. And similarly here we will give it as type, we have submit. So basically it creates a submit button for us, nothing different as it is. Okay, now select star from auth, that is our auth table. We just select star from our auth table for login, and where what we have set here, let's check email. Okay, where email equals to dollar email, that is our email. Okay. Result is equals to MySQLi query, right? I need to run this query, so for that I need to use the MySQLi query method. I would just give con, that is my database connection, and this query, save. Okay, now I will just give here num is equals to, this will calculate how many number of rows are present inside our query. So my SQLi num rows, here will give result. Now if num equals to 1, like at least a single is present there, so while num equals to MySQLi fetch, we give it as results. We need to fetch the result. Okay, then if our password which has been entered there, password is equals to row, or else we can say here, okay, to the row has the email's password. Okay, so I need to start the login session. So I need to say login is equals to true, then session start. Okay, here we will give session logged in is equals to true. Then similarly, we need to set which session, like for whom the session is logged in. So we need to set the username for that, or else the email. Okay, so the email would be the email which has been inputted here. We'll say it should redirect to nowhere else. It should be here only. Okay, and echo logged in. Okay, here I'll just leave it. Save. Now we'll give some else. Need to show some error if it does not log in. Invalid credentials. Okay. So invalid credentials done. Just need to semicolon save it. Okay, which has email and password, and values would be these emails and passwords. Email, comma, password. Save. Okay. Now I just need to run this. If MySQLi query, first I need the connection. Okay, am I audible right now? Okay, sorry, there might be some disturbance. Am I audible? Hello? Okay, okay, good, good, good. Okay, sorry for the interruption, guys. Okay, so basically we are getting some error here that undefined variable email, undefined variable password. Okay, we'll go here again, save this. Okay, so before that, what we will do is we'll just add something. That is, if server request method equals to post, then what I need to do is I need to add this. Save it. Okay, now refresh. See, it has been gone. Right, now I will do is I'll just take it inside this. Save. Okay, refresh. It's done. Now I will do is register. Come here, browse, refresh. We'll try once again. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, let's try again. Register, refresh. See, we have codeclause@gmail.com 12345 6. Okay, so basically our login form is register form is working properly. Now let's try login form. So this is email and password is 123454. 123454. Login. It says undefined index password on line number 14. Let's check out what is on line number 14. We have pass. Okay. Line number 14. Okay, it says password. Okay, right. We need to do pass. Save. Because in this we have used as pass, not password. Okay, just refresh, continue, and login. We are not getting anything. Why? Because we haven't mentioned anything like what I need after that. So I would do is go logged in. See, we got logged in here. I would just remove that connection. Database, I don't need you right now. Save, continue. Okay. For example, code clause @gmail.com 123456. Login. See, it says logged in. We will just refresh again, code clause @gmail.com and say login. See, we are now logged in inside our login portal. You understood, guys? Like, how did we created this? So, can you please share the code with us? Yes, we can share this the code. Like, it's very simple code. We don't need this. We just have a basic CSS. We have basic database connection and a basic form which just created as a login and sign up form. Have you everyone just understood what we did today? Fire in the comments right now. Right now, fire in the comments. Okay. So basically, this presentation is no use. Actually, it has totally. Okay. Good. Hope you will really create great websites with this basic knowledge of this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP that we had today, right? With a basic knowledge like how to create a basic login and sign up form. We have created a basic login and sign up form, but it was just a step towards your web development journey. Okay, so it's like we right now have cleared everything out of this. Okay, so have everyone, sir, please answer my question. Okay, what's your question, please? Can you please ask again? Miss Subhalakshmi, you are asking some question. Hello? We see the inputs like our email and password after we enter. We see those inputs in a database. See, we have the database here, the MySQL database. Like whenever I give something like this, some email and some password and register, fresh here. See, we got our email and password saved inside our database. You understood? Is it easy, guys? Fire in the chat. Is it easy? Hey, I can do it. Comment, I can do it. Right now, fire in the chats. I can do it. It's easy, sir. I can do it. Exactly. It is easy a lot. Okay, then. Okay, so we have completed today's webinar. Like we have completed our basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP MySQL webinar today. Like within 2 hours. Okay, not actually 2 hours, 7, 8, 9. Okay, within 2 hours, we have completed a basic knowledge about HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP that we can create a basic login and sign up form with this basic 2 hours of knowledge. Right? Okay, then. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Okay, guys. So basically, right now I am here representing CodeClause. Okay, for giving you this webinar, a great webinar on a web development. Okay, so basically I am Prathmesh Yadav from ShareSkills in the ShareSkills Infotech Private Limited. I am founder and CEO of ShareSkills Infotech Private Limited. Basically, we are a development company, develop websites, softwares, and applications. Also, we provide trainings. Okay, basically, we are majorly in teaching. Majorly, we are available in teaching. We provide trainings in languages like Python, Java, JavaScript, and training courses like front-end development, back-end development, .NET development. So basically, ShareSkills is the only one roof where you get every course done online with hands-on practice. Okay, just comment in chat. You know ShareSkills. Now you know ShareSkills. Fire in chat. Okay. So basically, if you need any courses like any Python, Java, JavaScript, MERN stack, mean stack, .NET, PHP, front-end development, web development, app development, software development, WordPress development, any course, you just visit our website shareskills.in, or else you can visit our Instagram page shareskills_edu. Okay, you will get every information in our Instagram and also on our website edu.shareskills.in. Okay, I will just post the link. Basically, right now we are having some active courses for online. Okay, we provide the most affordable courses all over India, that too only live and hand-on practice courses. Okay, so basically this is our website where you get each and every course in the affordable price. Like for example, if you need any basic course, any basic course, okay, if you need any basic course, you can get it here only at 3,600. That too is it a 1 day class? Yes, it's just a webinar. The right now we have conducted just a webinar for you. Okay, you want to get to know more about front end development with React or Flask with Django, we want to know many things, like you want to learn many things, you can just visit our website, get enrolled the any course you need. Okay, like we have the minimum cost is 3,600 and the advanced courses which goes long for 3 to 4 months, okay, is for 6,000 only. Okay. So we are the best affordable course providers right now available in India, that we provide only and only best online classes. Yes, it is online classes. You can easily attend online classes from wherever you want and inside our website. You don't need to install any other software for that. You just need to log into your portal and you will just get the online classes over there. Okay, so you can easily attend your classes and get hands-on practice from ShareSkills. If you want some discounts, you can contact CodeBro. Okay, you can contact CodeBro on Instagram. He can avail you some discounts through our websites. Okay, hope you enjoyed today's webinar. Just comment, we learned today. Comment, we learned today. Right now, we learned today. Just get a storm inside our comments. We learned today. Awesome, awesome, guys. Okay, then, guys. I would take your leave. You just loved my presence and loved the webinar. Thank you very much. Good night. Tada. Bye bye. Thank you.